Following this, you have traveled, some of you further distances than others, to the small yet bigger than a town city of Neversummer. Upon arriving, you once again meet up with those who have given you this letter, and they hand you a quite large map of the town and point you in the and label some of the local quote unquote hot spots that you may want to visit. The map looks something like this.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you actually did build the map, because I have no idea.
So, the Pale Mare, you know, is near or located near the west gate.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, right there.
And so most of you will make your way over to the Pale Mare. Some of you may already be at the Pale Mare. Now then, who would like to start first?
How about we roll for initiative?
I'm fine with that.
Sweet.
Go fuck.
I got a 9.
You know you can roll in chat, right?
Yeah, I know I can, but I already talked to Seventh about it, and he's cool with us using the regular dice because I have cool dice and I like using them. Because I'm a nerd.
All right.
Yes.
So
I'll
it is
just say.
between Shadow and you, Mikkel. Which one of you wants to go first?
Well, I have the highest.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, Okay, I want to be at the tavern already.
You want to be inside,
I
or do
want
you want to be
enter the
just
tavern.
out?
Well, I'm the first one to decide where to be, or how do you want to do this?
Well, you can be either in the tavern, outside of the tavern, or walking towards the
I like to
tavern.
find myself a cozy corner in the tavern and just inspect people that come in.
Okay. So this tavern is a very large tavern, and true to Duke Emberhearth's words, it is rather nice to some of the taverns you have seen over your adventures. There is a large bar located on the north corner of the tavern, and there is a hostess there who is serving some of the earlier drinkers in the day. Some of them have what they look to be already quite drunk. There is a small band that is playing. There is what looks to be a elf, but you're not quite sure, in a large coat, almost, and then he has his hood up, almost if to block out the sun, and he is sitting off into a corner almost opposite of you.
Alright.
Alright, so Shadow, what do you want to do?
I guess I'll just be walking towards the Pale Mare. I'm not quite at the door yet.
Okay, so you've do you want to have grown up in this city or another city due to your background?
I'll say I've grown up in this city.
Okay, so you know where this is.
Sweet, a local.
The the servants of Duke Emberhearth didn't need to give you a map. You have a crude drawing that you have used over the years. It's kind of torn up, but you know where the Pale Mare is. It's one of the local hotspots that you use. As you're walking towards it, you kind of say hello to some of the local poorer folk, as you have known their generosity growing up throughout the years. Arriving to the outside, it looks very much like a tavern would. The sign kind of sways, and it depicts a white horse that is rearing up on its back legs. There's a large door with a couple windows to the side of it, and you can hear laughter and merrymake from the inside of the tavern.
So I guess I'm going in then.
All right. So as you walk in, the voices get louder, the music gets louder. You see a human sitting in one corner who has a silver dragon perched on his shoulder.
A silver dragon.
Yeah, hatchling.
A
Perched on his shoulder. And he is kind of idly feeding it some of the meat. Some meat that he has gotten from a meal. In another corner, almost opposite of this human, there is a what you believe to be an elf in a large coat with a hood up, and he is kind of just sipping ale.
And the bar and the music playing is still there, I'm guessing.
Yes.
So I guess I'll go to the bar to order something. Yeah. 'Cause I doubt they're gonna like it if I just come in there and just sit down.
One second, I got this.
Got this.
Oh, ambience.
There we go. Waiting for that.
That's some good.
Turn it down just a little bit.
I think it's fine.
I
Okay.
actually don't hear it
Alright.
anymore.
Let me know if that's too loud.
You know, you can do it individually, right? Like
You don't hear it if you
change the volume.
Oh yeah, I don't use Roll20 that much, so if you can do it individually, go ahead and do it. Change the volume.
Oh yeah.
Let me do that. Master
As you
music
walk
code.
up to the bar, the barmaiden turns to you and she smiles and she asks you what you would like. They serve food and of course drink here.
I would like some bread and some water.
She kind of looks at you funny when you ask for the water, but she nods and she gets you kind of a chunk of bread and puts it on a plate and then a glass of water, and she asks for 3 copper pieces.
I guess I pay that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay that. I don't know the exchange rate. I have 10 right
It
now.
is
10 copper to 1 silver, 10 silver to 1 gold, 10
yeah,
gold
it's
to
10
1
to
platinum.
1 going up.
So it's 10 to 1 each.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that
10
would
to
mean I
1 each.
have 1 platinum, and now I have.
So that would be 9 gold, or you would have 9 of each, and then you had 7 copper.
Wait, then what's EP? I don't know what EP.
Don't forget about that.
We're not using EP. Don't worry, we're not using EP.
Okay. All right. Okay. I rip off a small piece of that bread. I put it into my pocket, and then I eat the rest.
Okay, so you won't need to eat for today.
Yeah, and then I also drink water.
You're fine. All right, so Klaus.
Yes, I hobble in the tavern, somewhat already drunk.
So
Uh,
you see very much what the others saw. You see the kind of large bar. You see the party or the band playing. You see the silver dragon and the human sitting and eating their meal. You see what you believe to be an elf in his large coat sipping a drink. And then you see this almost wrapped in his kind of cloak, a human, and he has just finished some bread and is now drinking his water.
Looking around at them, probably a little bit longer than I should. Maybe like a solid minute of just like staring at each of them awkwardly. I head over to the.
I guess I'll lift an eyebrow, just kind of exchanging base gazes.
I wave.
And nod. Awkwardly.
Oh yeah, by the way, I just want to mention I have a pet mouse who just ate my bread, and now I'm letting that mouse drink the rest of the water.
Well, Yeah, I go on over to the bow.
Sorry,
Ugh.
say again. I cut out there. Say again.
I go over to the bow.
Okay. So as you approach, the barmaiden looks at you and tells you they have food and drink and asks what you would like.
Give me a bit of both.
She asks what you would like specifically. She says they have stew, they have ale, they have mead, they have water.
Let's go with stew. It's been a while since I've had a good stew.
Is
So
your
you're
robot being
chopping
tested?
out.
Yeah, you're being a robot.
Yeah, a little bit robot.
My
I heard
internet
stew,
sucks.
There we go.
stew and
Stew and just go with beer.
she nods and she turns around and she kind of ladles the stew out of this pot that's on this roaring fire, that's over this roaring fire, and she hands you the bowl, and then she turns around and kind of, from almost this, it looks to be enchanted, this, what looks to be a refrigerator, I'll be flat out. She opens it up and she pulls out a bottle and she places it in front of you, and she asks for a single silver piece.
I look between the bottle and the device that's emitting cold. Do you have some sort of wizard in there?
She kind of chuckles and she says, "No, it's been enchanted by one of my friends."
Oh. Whizbiz. I understand. I put a silver on the table.
She takes the silver and she pockets it, and then she goes back to one of the patrons who calls her. Alright, so, boss, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll be from this city and I'll like enter the tavern.
As you are walking towards the tavern,
Just real quick, I'm a noble and I'm like a well-known noble for my kindness and stuff like that.
okay, do you have the same backstory? Quickly.
So no, it's gonna be different.
So the thing about having a daughter is different then, yes. The thing about looking for your daughter is different, correct?
Yeah, that's all different. The whole thing is different.
Okay.
Basically, I'm like, is it like a king? Is the duke of this city?
That
Is it?
make me an insight check. Or insight or history. So as you know, the Lord of Neversummer has recently passed away.
Is he like the leader?
And yeah, he would, or not the Duke, sorry, the Lord of Neversummer. And he is the central power of Neversummer, and then he would delegate to the Dukes. The Dukes are gathering in 8 days, as such as the letter has told you, and they will meet and will vote on which Duke will rise to power and become the next Lord. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I was thinking like I could be a noble under like a duke or the lord, either one.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Kind of like
You-
the protector.
Do you want to be a sub duke or something?
I was thinking like kind of like a knight.
Guard.
Okay, a knight. Yeah, that sounds fine. So
Yeah.
basically, you were Duke Emberhearth. This is that this is one of his prized possessions. You could tell that he was very, very displeased that this is missing. And he has tasked you to make sure that this sort of ragtag team that he has assembled stays true to the task of getting this heirloom and bringing it back. And that they don't go and give it to one of his enemies.
Right, sweet.
Did our last party member join? Ozzy, welcome.
Yeah, we got Ozzy.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Ozzy.
You hear me?
Hello.
Yeah. If you could, while we are discussing entry and all that, we are starting level 3, I decided. So you can update your character starting level 3.
Okay.
So, Ozzy, you have gotten a letter from a servant that has the Emberhearth emblem, the family emblem on his person, and that letter has told you that the Duke is missing his prized heirloom, and he believes it's been stolen. And for a fact, he knows it's been stolen. He has tasked you and a couple other adventurers to seek out this heirloom and bring it back by the date of the election for a new Lord of Neversummer. You are to meet at the Pale Mare, one of the finest taverns in Neversummer. There you will meet the other adventurers, and you will decide what to do from there.
Okay. So if we start level 3, I have to for my hit dice, right?
Yeah, you can roll your hit dice and do that.
So that's 10.
Also,
And-
if you did want, you can re-roll 2 stats. I forgot to tell you that. Because I saw you only rolled 6. You are able to re-roll 2.
Okay.
Anyways, so as you walk up to the tavern, you see there is a sign that kind of swings in the breeze of a white horse that's rearing up on its hind legs, or yeah, hind feet, and it's you know, this is the Pale Mare. As you enter, there's a large bar on the north side of it, and there's a barmaid in behind who is serving people drinks and food. Some of the people look like they are pretty drunk already. In one corner, there is a human who is idly eating some of what you assume to be stew, and is feeding a silver dragon hatchling that is kind of perched on his shoulders. In the other corner, there is what you assume to be an elf, who is wearing a large coat with his hood up, and he is just sipping some sort of drink. At the bar, there is a human who has just finished talking to the barmaiden and is eating stew and drinking mead, as well as a smaller human, and he is just finished, or he is just sipping water.
No, it's my mouse that's sipping water.
Oh, it's your mouse. Okay, so there's a small mouse that is drinking from a glass.
Hello.
Ozzy Oxenfree.
Hello?
Yes.
So, is there anything you want to do? Do you just want to go sit down, or?
I'll meet up with my group.
Yeah, you were told to meet up with them, but you don't know who they are.
Okay.
So, like, of those 4 people described, like, do you just do your own thing? Do you go to one of them?
I'll just go to the bartender and ask if he's seen any new adventurers who would look like they are here for work.
She looks at you and she kind of shrugs and then idly points at who you assume to be an elf from previous, the man with the dragon on his shoulder, and then the one in front of her, the human who is eating stew.
Wait, so she didn't point at me.
No,
So what? She
she
doesn't think I'm an adventurer or
He
anything?
knows you. You've been there before. So
Oh, okay.
he asked for new adventurers.
The guy
Hey, I
eating
go to the
stew
table.
just kind of waves.
Then I go to the table.
Okay, so you just sit down.
No, I'll just read them. Greetings. My name is Jack. I assume you're here for the contract.
You were
It's-
talking to the one who was right next to you.
Just to the whole group sitting there.
We're not sitting together. Everybody's.
Yeah, everybody's kind of spread out. Two are at the bar. One of them's in a corner, and the other one's in an opposite corner.
I go to the one with the stew. He looks the friendliest.
Okay.
Hello, friends.
So, you're here for the contract?
I guess so. I just kind of found this blowing in the wind. I waved the letter.
So we're here for the same. What's your name, friend?
Oh, Davin Roach. I put a hand out.
I take his hand and I shake it.
All right. So, do you have an updated token, or do you want to use the same one?
Hey, there's something wrong with the map. Half of it's gone.
I changed the wrong one. My bad.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I'm going with the same one.
You're gonna go with the same one.
Yep.
Let me just change this real. So the man you meet, or well, we'll have our last party member come in. So, boss, you were tasked to go to the Pale Mare, and you have arrived, and you know the tavern well. You've been in the city for quite some time under the employment of Duke Everhearth. As you open the door, you don't know exactly who he has employed, other than that they are adventurers and that one of them has a dragon.
Okay.
You see the one with the dragon sitting in a corner, eating some stew and kind of feeding some of the meat chunks in the stew to the dragon. Sorry. There are two, or there's an elf talking to a human at the bar. There is a human a little bit shorter, younger, kind of playing with a mouse that is drinking water. And then in a far corner, there is what you assume to be another elf wrapped in a cloak with his hood up, and he's just sipping some sort of drink.
Was I told how many I was going to be working with?
You were told there would be about 6 of you in total.
Okay. So, so this gold dragonborn walks in chainmail armor with a crest of the Duke on it, and he walks over to the bar keep, and he asks her, "My dear lady, have you seen Pin today?"
She looks at you, and she looks at the emblem of the Duke, and she smiles, and she goes, "You've been around here a little bit." She goes, "Of course, Lothric," and she points at the two that are talking at the bar, and then the elf in the corner, and as well as the man sitting with the dragon.
Okay. So I'll say thank you, and I'll look towards the two at the bar, and I say, "Excuse me, gentlemen, it appears you're the ones I'm looking for. Please follow me."
So I kind of like look at this. I see the crest, and I tried not to do anything that would look incriminating.
Well, you know you are here to work for the Duke. on the paper there is a little emblem that matches what he has on his chainmail.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind then. Never mind.
Can I take
Yeah.
my stew where we're going? So I'm just kind of. I only just got this. It's so nice and warm, and they got a little wizard in
yes.
that little box over there, and everything. So,
Yes, of course, bring us to. We'll be sitting over there with that man with the dragon.
oh, okay.
Wait, excuse me. So, are you the one who? Am I supposed to meet with you? Who, for this? I bring out the letter for this little job.
I am to work alongside you. I'm not the quest giver, per se. He is the man over there. And I point to the man with the dragon.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
To the party. Tell him to meet at the man with the
All right,
dragon.
so you get the three that are at the bar as well as yourself, and you go over to Mikkel, correct?
Oh, Barrio is mine.
So I take my
Oh,
mouse, I put him back in I let him claw on me, and then I go to the guy with the dragon.
Okay.
So as they approach me, I stand, I stand and I can puff out my chest a little bit, as the Dragonborn is quite huge, I imagine. Kind of posture myself. Excuse me, do I know you? As they come up, as just a group of people walk up to me.
It's then you see that the Dragonborn has the emblem of Duke Everhard.
I take out a little letter and I open it up. Are you here for this, or am I mistaken?
Yes, we are here for that.
Okay. We'll sit. So I'm already sitting at the table. Seems
No.
to be missing some people.
Now then,
Is this all?
Sterling,
Yes.
you have been here in the tavern for quite some time, just waiting for the people described in the letter to arrive.
Yep.
Nobody has approached you except for the barmaid, who has asked you what you want, and you ordered a drink. Then, all of a sudden, people have arrived and people have gone, but there have been some people of note. There was a human with a dragon, a human with a mouse, a human with almost forest armor, forest-like armor.
I had bedhead, really bad bedhead.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he looked like he woke up in a ditch.
Gotcha.
He has like twigs in his hair, and
Also, I smelled like alcohol before I even took a drink.
Gotcha.
and then a massive golden dragonborn has walked in with what you believe to be the Duke's emblem, but you can't see from where you're sitting. And he has talked to the three at the bar and brought them over to where the human with the dragon is sitting.
Okay. I would passive perception is pretty high, but I figure, since these are the first to make a group, that they're probably who I'm looking for to be safe and trying to show off. I'd like to make a stealth check to try to sneak up on them to introduce myself.
Alright, roll me stealth.
Should I roll like an opposing roll or something?
You guys roll me perception.
My passive perception is 16, so do I just see him?
And then the other thing is my favorite enemy is Fae, so I get advantage on that, on the elf.
Boss and Jazz they have no clue what's going on.
Oh, where's my perception now?
They are happy as can be in this tavern.
Wait, should I roll for my mouse?
No.
No.
But yeah,
No,
It's in your pocket, bro.
You roll for your dragon as well.
but do I need to roll with a
Alright.
passive perception of 16?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'll roll anyway. I rolled
We
2.
cool. Me and Arkin, we cool. We chilling.
Okay. So nobody but Klaus, I'm gonna end up eventually. I'll end up calling you guys by your character names. Nobody but Davin sees this very, very shady character approach the party. It is what you believe to be an elf, the man who you believe to be an elf, and he is covered almost head to toe in clothes. You cannot see almost any skin. You can barely see his eyes, and he is just approaching the party.
Oh, are you trying to mug us? How exciting! I say, looking at the guy standing up.
Forgive me if I startled you. I did not mean to cause alarm. Is it you who I'm looking for? And I bring out the letter.
Oh, you're not trying to mug us? I thought we were going to have some fun.
I am above such base tactics.
Yes, I think that I think that is us. I'm not so sure anymore. People seem to be coming in here and there.
So as the group is gathered, and you now know that this is everybody that is mentioned. At least the Dragonborn knows, and he has said so. He has said that I was told there were 6, and there are 6 here. You begin to introduce yourself, and who would like to go first?
Well, it kind of seems natural that I go first since I just sort of made everything awkward. Okay. Forgive me once again for startling you. My name is Sterling.
The wrong one?
Oh, yes. My name is Sterling Salic. I am rather new to this town, and I was quite surprised to receive word from the Duke that he required my assistance. I've only been here for a few weeks. I'll remain standing off to the side. I'm not quite comfortable sitting down at such close proximity.
Do you take off your cloak, or you do keep it on?
I'm gonna leave my cloak up for now, like just because I'm kind of self-conscious about it.
Okay. Who's next to introduce themselves?
I can do that.
Okay.
So for the purpose of us working together, I think it's best getting to know each other a little bit.
I can't
This is
hear you.
Argon. Hello? Hello?
Better.
Are people cutting out?
No, you're just a little quiet.
I'm a little
You-
quiet? I'll
really quiet.
check myself up if you want to.
No, it's fine. I fixed it.
Okay. So this is Argon, and I point at my little silver dragon that sits on my shoulder. She's my companion, and if you touch her, you'll lose a hand. Second to all, I'm Vario. I'll be, I guess, our expert in magical intrigue, at least. Who else would like to introduce themselves? You'll get to know more about me, if you ask, but anything else seems private for now.
Well, my name is Avarnik, and all you need to know about me is you pay me to get the job done, and I'll do whatever you want. And I will remain loyal as long as you are paying me.
None of us are paying you.
The Duke is paying you. Alright, who's next?
Well, I'm Davin, and
Hey, Davin.
I can do this. I take the spoon from my stew, and I attempt to balance it on my nose.
Yep, you do it. And as you do, some of the residual stew just kind of falls onto your face.
I am actually going to use Shape Water to make it not do that.
Wow.
Oh,
I
Can you
clap
spread this
politely.
station? Just make a gust of wind at it?
no, because I don't load that until next level.
No, I'm doing that.
Oh.
Because you seem silly.
So the gust of wind comes and the spoon just topples off.
Hey,
Sorry. It's too good.
I.
All right,
I just smile at him. It seems fun.
all right. Next,
Alright, Lothric could go next. My name is Lothric Arman. I am a paladin and protector of Duke Emberheart. Many people know me for my kindness. And yeah, I've lived in this great city since I was a youngling.
Okay.
all right. And Jack, do you have a character picture?
Nope.
All right, you're a wizard
I'm a wizard.
and a high elf. All right. Go ahead and just introduce yourself to the party while I figure out a picture for you.
Thanks. Hi, my name is Jack. I'm, as you can see, an elf. Occupation's wizard. I'm quite old, so I might not be the fastest around anymore, but if you need any help or advice, you can always come to me. I'm looking forward to working with all of you.
Are you good at relationship advice?
Whatever you want, Sonny.
Now, how old is your character? Out of character, how old is your?
562 years old, I believe.
Damn!
Well, elf. So
That's a middle-aged elf.
yeah.
Will this work for your character, or do you want something else?
Yeah, totally. Whatever you have.
Alright, sweet. This is what I had offhand. I can change it at a later date.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Okay, cool. With introductions out of the way, you all have what admittedly is a rocky start with each other, especially with the sneak attempt on Sterling's behalf. The letter was very vague on where to start with this so-called burglary of Duke Emberhearth's manor. All right. So what would you guys do? What will you do?
Well, I looked at
What
Dragonborn.
exactly are we going after?
Nail
It,
him.
it was not described in the letter. All you know is it is an heirloom of Duke Emberhearth's, and it will bear the emblem of the Emberhearth family.
Well, I don't know what to look for if I'm not given a description.
I looked to the Dragonborn. Do you know specifically what it is we're looking for?
Yeah.
Roll me history or insight. All right. So you know that Duke Emberhearth has a lot of heirlooms, but one of them has gone missing recently. It is almost a fragment. It's fragment-like. It is a shard of what appears to be a wander's staff, and in this middle of it is the Emberhearth logo. You don't know what it signifies, but it is very important to him.
Shaft with the emblem on it. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
So,
So do you have
So-
any leads on where we should go?
is the Duke in town? DM?
The Duke does have a manor in town. On the map you can tell.
Yeah, I found it. It's right here, boys.
Yeah, it's in the middle.
Yeah, so I'll say we're looking for some sort of staff. Perhaps we should visit
Should we
the
investigate
Duke
the
to
scene?
get some more information.
It must have been a crime place where it was held before. Should we investigate the scene?
Get some more information from him.
All right. Is everybody going, or just some of you?
I'll go.
I'll
go
follow.
too.
I have nothing better to do. I'll lead.
I don't know what else to do with my life.
All right. So as everybody files out and you all go follow the dragonborn back
actually-
to
I asked the Dragonborn if I want to know, do the servants of Emberhearth Manor have access to where this thing was kept?
roll me insight.
Who? Me?
No, the boss roll me
Oh,
insight.
Oh,
You have no clue about the schedule of the servants. The guards are usually just there to guard. You know some things. It was on display, but that was about it. You don't know anything else about the
Any
servants.
chance I slept on a ditch outside the manor and might have some sort of chance of an insight at this?
No.
Okay.
You have most likely slept in a ditch outside of the tavern.
That has been my home for the last few years.
All right. So
Right.
as you all file out, you follow the Dragonborn to this massive building that almost looks like it could be a church. It is that big. There is a gate that depicts the Emberhearth logo, or the emblem, and the Dragonborn kind of fishes around in his pouch before producing a key and unlocks the gate, allowing you guys entrance. When you do enter, there's a butler there, and he's kind of he looks visibly upset that the Dragonborn is letting in visitors that have not been put on a list or have asked the Duke for entry. The outside is made of basic stonework and woodwork. Very intricate, and as far as you can tell, there's just a large outside garden area.
All right.
What do you guys do?
Are we inside the manor? Are we inside the garden?
You guys have just passed the gate, and you guys are in the large garden area.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I'll
looking
look at
for
this butler and I'll say, "It's all right. They're with me. The Duke has tasked us with finding an heirloom of his."
He looks at you and huffs, and then he grudgingly nods, and then goes, "Should they touch anything, it shall come out of your pay." And then he kind of turns around and walks into the manor.
I kind of tell my head, "You heard the man. Don't touch anything."
Not even the stick in his ass. All right.
And make it a personal rule not to steal from my clients.
Very good. And I follow.
Alright, so you go into the manor?
I want to investigate in the garden outside.
Okay. Roll me an investigation or perception.
Perception. Where's the? How do I?
It should be a skill.
Oh, perception. Here it is.
Alright, so you see it looks to be a professionally done garden. There is a large fountain that sort of depicts a dragon sitting very regally on top of what looks to be a shield embroidered with the Emberhearth crest. And it is kind of spitting out water into the fountain. There are flowers all around. But other than that, you don't really see any distress to the area. Is there anything else you want to do?
I want to ask the Dragonborn, where was there like a window where the thief could have gotten out into the garden from where this was being kept, or would he have had to have gone another way?
These are probably questions for the Duke himself, as my job was to protect the Duke, not his heirlooms.
Did you just call your Duke a doof?
No.
All right. So, is there anything
Suspect number
else
one.
anybody wants to do outside of the manor?
I would like to check the area all the way around the fence.
Just out of curiosity.
Say okay, one at a time.
I'd like to check the fence.
All right. You want to check the fence? Roll me a investigation or perception.
Alright. Seconds. Right here.
All right. So, it is. It looks to be made of a. It's like a hedge, and then there is a gate. But as far as you can tell, the gate goes all the way around the manor, and the hedge is grown around the gate.
Okay.
Or the fencing, rather.
So
You
it's
don't.
quite easy to crawl over.
Yeah, it is. It is. You cannot look over it. That is how tall it is.
But it's
You-
easy to crawl over it. That's my concern.
yeah, you can crawl over it, but you would see visible distress onto the kind of shrubbery that was placed over
Right.
the fencing. You don't see any, and you would know that to get into the manor, they would either have to pick the lock to the gate or climb over the fence.
Gotcha.
All right.
Both would be good options for getting in. Are there any guards walking around?
You can see, or actually, roll me a perception. 13. All right. You can see two guards. They almost look exactly like the Dragonborn, other than they have helmets and they are human. They have shields and they have long spears, and they are standing side by side at the door leading to the
So,
actual manor.
so what that tells me is going in directly through the front door isn't exactly a good option if these guards were there during the.
No, they would definitely see somebody if they walk through the front door.
So then the best option would be to either find a secret passage or to go in through a window.
That is definitely an option.
What did you say the heirloom was again?
It is
Shard of a staff.
yeah, a shard of a staff.
Alright, I want to look around for any animals.
Roll me perception.
Wait, so we're not inside the manor yet?
No,
Nope.
you guys are in the garden that is just outside of the house, the manor
Okay.
itself.
Okay, if I can have another perception check, I'd like to look around the windows.
If it helps, my
One second.
passive is 16. But I got 12.
You see a couple birds that are flying above you, and you see like a couple squirrels and trees and stuff. But
I'm gonna
Other
start
than that,
calmly
there's
walking
nothing
over towards a squirrel, and I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
roll me animal handling first.
Okay. Hey.
All right. The
Wow.
squirrel just looks at you as you approach it.
Alright, I
You
make
said
a little
squirrel, right? Not
gesture.
bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make a little gesture with my hand in front of my mouth as a faint green glow as I cast the spell. Hey, buddy.
So as he does this, you guys kind of look at him, and he does this gesture, and green magic envelops his hand, and then almost a shimmering green aura is then cast around the squirrel, and you guys hear him speak, but it sounds as a squirrel would.
I ignore
And
that.
So you
Who cares
you
about
hear-
magic?
So you said, "Hey, buddy."
Yes.
The squirrel looks at you and goes, "I ain't your buddy, pal.
I ain't your pal, buddy.
I ain't your buddy, friend."
Anyways, I was wondering if you saw somebody carrying this, fragment of a staff, by any chance?
Information's not free. And he looks at you expectingly, and he goes, "How many nuts you have?"
I look around for nuts.
All right, roll me perception.
Oh,
God damn it.
You see nothing.
I... Sweating
Nothing.
slightly, I put my hand behind my back and, like, place it against the ground, and I use mold oath to make rocks look like nuts.
And how many, or roll me a deception.
Any chance I have advantage? Because magic?
It's a dumb squirrel. Yes, you have advantage.
Okay, awesome. Damn it!
That's a 9. The squirrel looks at you and then down to the rocks that look like nuts, and then looks back up to you and goes, "Do you think I'm stupid?" And then kind of scratches its ear with its back foot.
Look, buddy, Here, I'll take you inside and I'll get you some food and...
What if I send my mouse to parlay with?
We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening.
I know, but like, what if?
This man. So basically, what you guys see is a whole bunch of squeaking, or you hear a whole bunch of squeaking. Then he reaches down, picks up rocks, and they turn into nuts.
I mean, like, what you could do is, nah, I'm not going to suggest anything now.
But yeah, I could take you inside and we could get you some food.
Inside. To
Yeah.
a two-leg place.
Yeah, they have some really good food.
My cousin went in there, and he didn't come out.
What if I did this and I kind of, take one of the nut rocks and write on the ground in Druidic, "I promise that you'll come back out."
He looks at the words and he goes, "I can't read."
It's a promise that I can't really break.
He goes, "I don't care for your two-leg promises. If you leave me alone, I'll tell you what I know."
Okay.
So he goes, "What do you want?"
I was wondering if you saw a guy carrying this fragment of a rod away from this place.
He looks around and he goes, "I don't see nobody.
I mean,
Nobody but you and them."
have you seen somebody recently leaving that looked like they were trying to hide from the other two legs?
He looks around and then he kind of crouches down and he goes, "I see a lot of them. People trying to hide, that is. Them two legs. One of them was here a couple days ago. He had this red thing on. It was like that one," and he points to Sterling, who has his cloak on and his hood up. "But it was red."
Which way did he go?
He kind of looks around and he goes, "Don't know. Didn't care that much. Had nuts to find."
Oh, thank you, and I'll leave you alone.
He goes, "You better," and then he kind of scurries away. And that is your, I believe, is it 10-minute or 1 minute?
It's 10 minutes.
All right. So
Before the spell ends, I want to turn around and draw my attention to the mouse.
The
My mouse?
mouse that is on his shoulder.
Yes.
All right. What do you say?
Hey, how are you doing? I just kind of want to make sure that this guy actually treats you well and stuff.
The mouse looks at you and goes, "Are you threatening him?
No, I just want to make sure
I will
that...
bite your face off.
Please don't do that.
I will destroy you in your sleep.
I
I
end
have
the
allies
spell.
everywhere."
I end the spell.
There's just a whole bunch of angry squeaking.
Cool.
I look at it like, hey, what's wrong?
My face is
Something
white.
I have no idea what just happened. I'm like, hey, did this guy just threaten you?
As you talk to the mouse kind of calms down and then goes back to its business, just looking around.
You have that mouse has a mouth.
I actually didn't
Right,
imagine
it's just
something like that.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, the squirrel. He was saying that he saw somebody leaving here a few nights ago, wearing a red cloak, and he looked like he was trying to hide. So, that's probably who we're looking
I got
for.
that from a squirrel.
I think there's a lot of people with red cloaks out there. We have to narrow that down a little bit.
Hey, it's somewhere.
I am not saying it's not good. I'm saying we'll probably have to put that onto something because it means nothing to me.
So, what was that perception for?
Me?
Yes,
To look around the windows.
they're windows.
No windows?
Definitely Steve Roof.
Yeah, they're windows. I mean, there's a lot of them on this house, but they're windows. All right. Anybody else want to do anything before you guys go in the manor?
Nope.
I think I'm good. I'll
Can I
put
just
I'd like my
kind of
backpack.
check to-
Actually, no, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to look for any kind of secret passages somebody may have used.
That'd be Arcana.
Arcana?
Either Arcana
Yeah.
or
It was a set 20.
you look around and there's a faint outline in the wall of the actual manor itself, but above that written is Ember Hearth Wine Cellar. Do not
Hey.
enter.
Hey guys, come over here. I need you to see this.
I walk
Kind
over.
of come over.
What do I
and
see?
It's a wall.
You see, this is a
Great
secret
wall, man.
passage.
There
I can tell from the outline of the
I
wall.
touched it. I tried to touch what he says because I don't see a wall. I just slap it a little bit. I just slap it a few times. I don't see anything.
It's a solid illusion. It as you hit it stays. It's your hand. It feels like solid rock.
I know it's something there. I could tell.
You know,
Just look at that. Look at that up there. It's Ember Hearth Wine Cellar or something.
Do I see it?
That's a great way.
roll me a
It's a great
perception.
way to enter a building. I've
Or
entered
Arcana. Sorry, not
passages
perception.
many times.
you know.
Okay, 2
I
seconds.
talked to squirrels, and you're acting a little nuts.
Yeah, this is the wrong one. This is my dragon. My dragon could maybe see it.
Whatever. Don't believe me. I'm gonna find a way in past this door.
I'm gonna try looking for it too.
It's a wall. This guy is talking about secret passages, and it looks like a wall. Davin, you see the faint outline as well, and above it says Ember Hearth Wine Cellar. Do not touch, or I mean, do not enter.
Oh, hey, yeah,
Sterling,
you're
do you
right.
see anything?
Sterling, it is a wall.
Yeah.
Sterling, I don't see it.
Yeah. I see a wall.
It is Jacques. It is same thing. You see it. It's a faint outline, and above it says Ember Hearth Wine Cellar. Do not enter.
Yeah, this is definitely an illusion. We would need to dispel this. Or we
Well, first
can.
off, we should probably get a permission from the Duke to investigate before we go in.
It's okay, we have the Duke's... Whatever, I looked at the Dragonborn.
All right. So if they say that there's something there, I'm gonna stand right in front where they tell me it is. I'm gonna focus on putting my familiar on the other side. If there's an open space, I can put him there. I'll summon
Wait.
Or maybe I could send my squirrel in to open the door on the other side somehow.
any unoccupied space within 30 feet. I can
Okay.
summon my familiar.
All right.
Oh no,
So it takes 10 minutes, though, right?
No, it's just I have it in point dimension. You know, I summoned it. We
that's
talked
right.
about this. So I just used one action to summon it in there, and then I gained the vision of the creature.
So-
and it is an owl. I have jumping around because I have night vision.
All right. So you summon. The group kind of hears this. It's
So just wait-
sort of
just
a
wait a second.
whirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of a whirling noise, and then you hear a soft hoot,
From
and you
behind.
guys don't know where it's coming from.
It's Ganymede. All right.
That's what we hear. We just hear soft noise. We hear some.
Yeah, and you
running
hear a
noise.
soft boot.
I'll turn around. Just give me a second, all right? And I kind of just like zone out, and I kind of gain conscience of the familiar. What do I see?
There is a passageway that leads further
Right.
down underneath the manor.
I'm gonna jump as far as I can with the owl until I hit about 100 feet. That's the first I can go, but I'm not sure if it's that far. But I'm just gonna go.
So the owl goes underneath this manor, and there's kind of stairs that leads down, and
Right.
it opens up into this wide open space, and
Wait,
there
so,
are
so we got past the barrier then? The
No,
illusion?
no, I'm
no,
looking. I'm
it's just the owl.
Oh, just
Yeah, I have
You
some-
guys
I have some
still
owl.
see the illusion, and the others see wall, and in this open space is just racks and racks of wine, and this looks like top quality wine, like really expensive stuff.
The thing is, I've infiltrated many houses like this before, so I should. So if anything, I would probably need to get in there to investigate.
I put the owl in base to the pocket dimension, and I come back to my vision. So it looks like a wine cellar. Yeah, is that what it is?
Are there any doors? Any trap doors? Anything?
I saw a wine cellar. Didn't notice like any doors. I think you had like roll perception check with owl.
Alright, roll perception.
I think it has like +5 for keen see, like sight and hearing. Can't remember correctly for owl. 2 seconds. Owl.
I believe so. Can you
He's
look up?
+5. It has advantage on wisdom perception. Okay, so it has advantage, and it's a +3.
It is +3, yep.
Advantage. Yeah, and it has advantage because keen hearing and sight.
One day I can turn into an owl. One day.
I've rolled 2 times. Right, 17.
17. Yeah, there was what looked to be a ladder, like one of if you had an attic, like one of those pull down ladders,
Yep.
but almost in reverse that you can like push it, and there looked to be a trapdoor
Oh, it's
Inside
led up
the
into
cellar.
the manor.
Yeah.
That led up into the manor.
Okay, so yeah, it seems to be underground.
Wait,
Wine
so
cellar
do
with
we
a
have?
ladder and a trapdoor.
I just want to know. We have full permission to search this place, right? We're not gonna get in trouble if we get caught, right?
I don't know.
As
I'm not gonna-
far as you know, you guys do not have permission. The Dragonborn has only led you, and then he himself has gone into the manor.
Yeah, he's not with us right now.
Can we get through this? Do you guys know how to get through this?
What?
Do you guys know how to get through the illusion? I kind of slam the door again at the wall. Like,
I can run into it if they'll help.
try. Like, I don't know.
Should I?
So you kind of smack the wall. The walls. It's firm, but you now know there's something there.
Okay. Usually what I do is I look for levers or something,
So
and any like small button that can be hidden under like a little crevice or whatever.
Wait, hold on, I have an idea. Open sesame.
Varlo, roll me an Arcana check.
Open sesame.
Wait, who's rolling it?
Varlo.
Wow, who's that?
You.
I'm Barrio. Okay.
Vario, whatever.
Okay, I'm so confused.
I read the I as an L. That was my fault.
I'm -1, boy.
Oh.
Alright, so roll again. I'll give you advantage because you know it's there.
Can't see it, man.
Alright.
I don't see it. Why am I looking? I didn't
Yeah,
ask
you don't see it, so you kind of bang on it again, and you're like, I know something's there, but it ain't happening. I don't see it.